Michael Hernandez here, MLH Media. We are over here in the beautiful Los Angeles. Man, you got quite the view over here in Barbabian, man. They're treating you well.
Yeah.
I'm here with Jake Babian as he looks into a very, very big matchup this coming Saturday against Namo Fazil. I mean, this whole week has just been absolutely insane in the lead up. Did you project that any of this was going to happen?
You know, I knew this was going to be a fan favorite fight. I didn't expect it to get the engagement it has. They moved us up on the preliminary card to the main prelim bout. So yeah, this has turned into a huge event.
And I know you were speaking, you went with Ariel. I mean, talk about that a little bit. You were somebody, I remember you on the regional scene as an amateur, name was popping off. And I was like, dude, this guy's going to be huge in a couple of years. And now you're obviously here at this stage. Could you have imagined, though, a couple of years, you're on Ariel, you got all these people, like, I mean, it's got to feel like a pretty fast roller coaster, right?
Thank you, man. Oh, what an amazing experience it's been. First of all, shout out Ariel for that interview that totally made my day, just getting to experience that, you know, that was definitely on the bucket list. MVP's putting on a heck of a promotion. The money that they've put in it, the open workouts. We got the press conference tonight, the weigh-ins tomorrow. I mean, the fans are just in for treat after treat. And then if that's not enough, Saturday we've got the actual fight.
And then, I mean, speaking about that actual fight against Namo Fazil, obviously there's been a lot of kind of talk about both of you guys as finishers. You are kind of like a Tasmanian devil, I like to say, when you get in that cage, man. It is just hell when they are in there with you. Him on the same side also very much, I mean, likes to ride out a fight, but he likes to go for the kill as well. Do you think that this is a possibility, and I think so, of being one of the fights of the night?
I definitely said that when Mark hit me up for the match. I got that fight. I looked at it and I saw a very good stylistic matchup for both of us. I mean, respect to him. He's one of the top fighters out in the Middle East, solid Muay Thai background. However, fight of the night, I believe so for sure.
And speaking a little bit about this journey that you've made so far in your professional career, you actually were talking a little bit about it on Ariel. They kind of stole my question, but you kind of have had this like Jack Della Maddalena rise in your career. I don't know if you remember, but Jack Della Maddalena lost his first two fights in his UFC career. Then went on, and he's now UFC champion, has gone on to do all these great things. You're much the same. You lost your first fight in your professional career, obviously have gone on to greener pastures. Not only has that done you wonders, but do you feel it's also added to now you're on this big stage and it doesn't faze you as much to see everything that happens, see all the theatrics, see everything that's going on, right?
Yeah, I mean, looking back at the loss, it sucked, but it was definitely something that helped me a lot more than it would have if I had won that fight, because it helped expose certain things I needed, nutrition, weight cut, you know, just weight class, you know, all these things. My first loss, though, getting to experience that and then getting to go on the 6-fight win streak, you get to kind of like, you know, you learn from your mistakes early. On the other hand, you know, there's a lot of other athletes that may not face that adversity early in their career and then see it later on, which can be an issue.
No, 100%. And that is something that a lot of athletes often deal with. Get to that UFC, see the bright lights, and they're not able to go ahead and match it, right? But onward, speaking about this card, about your career, is there a possibility that if MVP were to ever do another card that we could get to see the Barbabian on it, especially if it's over here in Los Angeles, because this is kind of your home dwell, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. I love everything they're doing. Their team is fantastic. You know, I've had my eyes set on, you know, bigger promotions after getting off the regional scene. This one fell in my lap, but I'm a loyal guy, and, you know, if the promotion takes care of me and stuff, you know, I'll be right there riding with them.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Hey, and it's looking like it's going to possibly be an absolute amazing show for the fans in attendance. Speaking a little bit about this card, you also got another 170 matchup on the card, Jason Jackson versus Jeff Creighton. Is that kind of another matchup that you may possibly be watching a little bit? I know you're obviously focused on Namo, but I mean, maybe a future opponent if you do end up on one of these MVP cards in the future.
A lot of respect to Jason Jackson, fantastic opponent. Jeff Creighton or whatever, he's got a heck of a mouth on him. You could go on his Instagram and see all that shit he talked about me. Says I fight cans, I don't belong on the Netflix card. And then he got signed to the card. It's a bit of, bro, like, you know, I like to support everybody, stay in your lane. That fight's cool. I think Jeff Creighton doesn't have enough of an audience for me to even look at him as a fight, you know. you know, he's just. I'm looking for big fights.
Jason Jackson, though, I mean, former Bellator champion, former PFL name. I mean, obviously was in the UFC for quite some time. Is that a name that you possibly look at? And like how you said, you're looking at big names, right?
Yeah. I guess I got respect for him, but it comes down to like the matchmaker and stuff. However, you know, Saturday night, the Namo Fazil, I'm really looking forward to that one. I just want to get my hands on him already.
Yeah, and speaking a little bit about that passion that you carry, I believe that's a little bit of that Hawaiian blood kind of running through your veins, you know, it's pride for pride kind of thing. How much has that kind of been to not only see your support from, I mean, I know you've gotten a lot of support from the Armenian community, obviously, with this fight, but also the Hawaiian community. They've also been showing a lot of love. They always show a lot of love in the lead up. Sure. How's that been?
No, it's nice, man. I mean, born and raised in Hawaii, they've had my back since I started this whole adventure, and just to be able to do it on the world stage and represent not only Hawaii but my roots as an Armenian as well, it's a very humbling experience. I'm grateful to be able to, you know, show people what I've got in store.
Yeah, and you were also speaking about how Ariel recently got a nutritionist as well. I mean, he's staying in the hotel with you. I took a little video about all the preparation that state. How much has it been and meant now? I mean, you started off with such a great team with the body shop, the McKees, but now you're starting to really formulate this team. And it's really starting to feel like we're starting to build into possibly a very huge venture for Mr. Jake Babian.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, you know, we got our team coming together. We keep the circle small, but you know, we like to bring in the best in the world. I mean, we brought in some of the best for this camp. I'm not going to say names on the interview, but just to get me prepared, some of the top strikers in the world. You know, some guys with some of the best grappling defense. So, whatever stone hasn't been, you know, stepped on will be.
Yeah, and just this last question here for you. I really appreciate your time, Jake. Obviously, a huge fight in the loom on Saturday. Make sure to go ahead and tune in. Main fight on that preliminary card. But you have had some great people, like how I just mentioned, the McKees. Been a huge development in your career. AJ's got a pretty big main event over there in San Diego as well. How has that been? I mean, not only preparing for your fight, and you're like the biggest, almost biggest stage in your career, but him as well. I mean, that's got to be a pretty big stage in his career as well, right?
Yeah, let's just say it's keeping the coaches busy. Yeah, but we've already got our front row tickets for that, so we're looking forward to that. I'm sure you're going to be there as well.
Hey, I'm going to do my best to absolutely be out there, man, for sure. PFL lets me out there. John Martin, hey, PFL, all the execs, let me in, man, let me in. But hey, Jake, an absolute pleasure to get to speak with you. Anybody that you want to thank on this last call? I know you. I mean, check out this shirt, guys. He's got sponsors on sponsors, man.
We got a big shout out, Bryson, Nelson, the Watch Connect, Shaker, Puel's Austria, Divine Designs, Automatic DC Fabrication, Tesoro Hot Sauce, MMA Joey, Prime Fuel Kitchens, Osman Body Mechanics, BioCell. We've got the OC Fight Doc and the Refinery.
Man.
Let's go.
big fight on the loom. Netflix first ever introduction into the MMA world, and they got a pretty big star on their hands in Mr. Jake the Barbabian. Babian, Michael Hernandez, MLH Media, signing out. We will see you out there, fight fans.
Oh yeah, bro. Appreciate you,
brother.
man.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro.
Dude,